let's dive right in, okay? So a lot of people are always asking, Ted, I'm sure people are asking you this as well. Are foreclosures still affecting Rhode Island real estate? And, that's a great question because they are, okay? The housing market it's seen its best year since 1986, as we know. We're always talking about that as far as sales volume. But there's still some foreclosures lingering out there, okay? Yep. They're a lot lower than where they were, but let's talk some statistics and numbers for our listeners.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
Right after these statistics, we're going to talk about how to avoid it, okay? So definitely stay tuned to that. So according to RealtyTrack.com, 1 out of every 1,573 homes in Rhode Island is a foreclosure on average, okay? I've got a list of the counties in Rhode Island and how many on average out of each. Okay, so if you want to see that,
the percentages.
Yeah, if you want to see that, you can email me. Just go to theroundtableradio.com and go to the contact section. I'll send you the link, okay? According to the U.S. Census Bureau, guys, there's 462,578 housing units for our 1 million plus citizens, okay? So that means if the statistics of Realty Track are if they're right, that means approximately 294 active foreclosures on the market. Well, surprise, surprise, not everything you read on the internet is right. It's actually wrong. I went on MLS as a realtor. I've got access to the multi-listing service, okay, and that's where all of the correct, I would like to think, information is.
Yep.
Okay, so on the market right now, we've got 195 active foreclosures, which is good because we're down 99 foreclosures than what they said we had. Okay, and we also have 366 pending. So, Ted, in retrospect, right? In retrospect, when you add up all of the non-foreclosure listings in Rhode Island, including condos, multifamilies, single families, units, okay?
Yep.
We got a total of 7,891 pending and active, and we have a total of 561 pending and active single-family, condo, and multifamily homes that are foreclosures. So when we break that all down, that's, if my math is correct, that's 14% of the current real estate market is foreclosures.
I still think that we have a fair amount of foreclosure in the New England area, and Rhode Island is definitely... It has been in the last 6 to 8 years and a hotbed, and I think it still hasn't completely filtered out. I mean, there's always a certain percentage in that market that's a foreclosure related component, and that will never go away, even in the healthiest of economies. And housing markets. So it sounds right.
It's true. And you know what? Get this, though. At least Rhode Island is not at the top of the worst list for this. Yep. Okay? The top 12 states for foreclosures, 12, Delaware, 11, North Carolina, 10, Indiana, 9, Georgia, 8, Ohio, 7, New Mexico, 6, South Carolina, 5, Illinois, 4, Maryland, 3, Nevada, 2, Florida. That surprised me. 1, New Jersey. Okay? So, Rhode Island's not on the list. That's good news, guys.
That's great news.
Yeah, the market over here is a lot better, and in the grand scheme of things, 14% again. That includes all the pendings too, roughly.
So that's still by far the majority is not foreclosure related. A couple of years ago, it was the other way around.
Oh yeah, 26% of the market, and your office was slamming because you do a lot of foreclosure work, and
we do.
And later on in the segment and the show, we're going to be talking with Ted Topouzis, who's an attorney, real estate attorney. We're going to be talking about REO closings, and REO is bank-owned properties. Okay, so what exactly does REO stand for our listeners?
Real estate owned.
Real estate owned.
It's real estate that's owned by the bank where they've taken back the property through either a foreclosure, non-judicial, judicial, depending on the state that you're in, and or by deed in lieu of foreclosure.
Okay, good. And a couple other statistics I'd like to share. In the grand scheme of things, we're looking pretty good in the United States on a whole. Nearly less than 1% of all homes on the market. Nearly 1% of all homes in the United States, not on the market. 1% of all homes in the United States is registered for foreclosure or.
So that's way down.
Well, it's way down. And again, 26% of all homes in the United States were foreclosures. We're not talking on the market. We're talking about all homes. That's almost one. That's more than, I'm sorry, 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
That's crazy.